personal hand of government can never replace the helping hand of a neighbor. These are the faces of people from the world in which we live. We don't come in contact with it every day, except perhaps through the distancing lens of a television news story. So we can choose to ignore them or be saddened and overwhelmed by their plight. But the reality is, this is not a distant world. These aren't the faces of strangers in another place, but of our neighbors, the people whose lives you touch every single day with your contributions to the Catholic Charities.
Sometimes life just gives you a blow that sometimes you're just not really prepared for. So I've had to come back to Catholic Charities, and they're always right there with open arms. They give you what you need and they send you out with hope. That's what I've always got from Catholic Charities. I always got more than a bag of groceries or a utility bill paid. They gave me hope.
No, you don't have to look far to see what a difference your contributions make. In the 21 counties of Northeast Kansas, which we serve, nearly 130,000 people live in poverty. Most of these are single parents, women with children. The majority are working, but with the rising costs of housing, food, transportation, and health care, they simply cannot make ends meet. In fact, in our own metropolitan area, Johnson County led the nation's largest counties with a 358% increase in severely poor. What do we do for these people? The community services offered through Catholic Charities reaches deeply into their lives in very basic and useful ways. For one family, with a little boy who's been on a feeding tube nearly his whole life, that means having access to quality child care, where the teachers are trained to deal with every child's special needs.
You just never know what's going to happen with a baby with special needs any day, every day. It's not like any other baby that you woke up, you dress him up, and you bring her to school.
You'll find us where there are emergencies, and you'll find us when a child needs a foster home. You'll find us offering comfort when a loved one is dying. You'll find us caring for the children whose parents are very nearly children themselves. And you'll find us guiding people through the terrible valley of substance abuse. Ours is a helping hand on the shoulder, not an anonymous check in the mail. We help people in the most basic, practical, and direct ways possible. And we do it thanks to you. We realize there are many worthwhile organizations which both deserve and receive your support. We deeply appreciate the fact that you have selected Catholic Charities. While Catholic Charities serves thousands of people in need each year, people of every race, gender, faith, and age, we're only touching the tip of the iceberg. The need outstrips the resources every year, and the gap is growing. Every year we see an increase in the number of people seeking assistance, particularly with the most basic need, food. But while we may need more, don't lose track of the fact that giving even a little means giving a lot. $50 can feed one person for a month. $100 can prevent someone's utilities from being shut off. $250 can provide clothes to a child for one full school year. So we ask that you look into the faces, not of strangers, but of your neighbors, and then inside of yourself. A 20th century French philosopher once wrote, "The love of our neighbor, in all its fullness, simply means being able to say to him, 'What are you going through?' Look at what they're going through, and look at all you can do to help."
To all the partners and the contributors to Catholic Charities, I personally want to say thank you, because if it wasn't for your time and your effort, I can honestly say that I would be sitting where I am today. So I just want to say thank you. You have made a big difference in my life.